Hello everyone, we are Executive MBA 2022 students from IPMI International Business School and we are glad to welcome you on our channel. We are Group 2 from the Influence and Negotiations class subjects and let me introduce our group members. First is me, Fani Karyadi, and then we also have Pak Irwan with me and Pak Joseph Lee. On this occasion, we invite you all to listen to our discussion about the recent hot topics that is all over the social media and news. That is about flexing. We will discuss about what is flexing, what is the background, why is flexing behavior is like on trend recently, and is there any relationship between flexing behavior and marketing activities? So, without further ado, let's start our discussion. Hope you all enjoy the discussion. Hi, Pak Irwan, Pak Joseph. Hello, how are you?
I'm fine, Bu. I'm feeling great, excited to discuss about the hot topic with you and Pak Joseph.
Yes, I agree with Pak Irwan. I have been hearing about this quite often recently and can't wait to dig more about this.
Yeah. Okay, glad to have this opportunity to discuss about this topic with you also. And so it's like a phenomenon here in Indonesia, like this topic has gained public attention recently. I think there are several cases raising at the moment. Maybe most of us has heard about Indra Kents, the affiliator of a trading platform. Now he is on jail because of the investment scam case and he used to flex on his social media. We've seen it every single time. And the recent one we heard about Mario Dandi, the son of Rafael Alun, the former Echelon 3 civil servant who is most recently served as the head of general section of the DGT South Jakarta regional office. And then another following case by the government employees. So some of them in fact has been removed from their position. So what do you think of flexing exactly, Bapak-Bapak? If you have any opinion, please.
I think flexing actually is not new thing. We used to be exposed to this behavior way. People gained public attention like now. We may know about it in the different forms. There are always people trying to showcase their wealth. Let it be material things like branded bags, watches, shoes, property, cars, or also maybe their achievement to own something like their positions at work. We can understand that people want to show what they have, but I think social media made it worse and people like trying hard to compete each other to show their wealth. Social media also provide access for public to get exposed on those things.
And Pak Irwan?
With Pak Joseph, yeah, I think we can say that flexing is slang term that refers to showing off, boasting about one wealth, status, or accomplishment. This can take many forms, such as bragging about expensive position, talking about one high salary, job position, or highlighting achieved in academic, sport, or others area.
Okay, so flexing basically is the act of showing off, of boasting maybe about their wealth, their accomplishment, especially that's what people try to deliver in their social media especially. So we think that some of these people may not really that wealthy, right? But in their reality life, that might be just a camouflage in their social media.
I believe so. Some people only display that on their social media, but that might not be the case on their real life.
Okay, it is interesting that Pak Joseph mentioned earlier, social media has a contribution to make flexing behavior become worse. What do you think about the contribution of social media on this phenomena, Pak? Maybe we could elaborate more on this.
Social media provides an easy and broad platform for use to show off their wealth, achievement, lifestyle. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok allow users to upload a photo, video, or story that showcase luxury item, lavish travel, or impressive lifestyle. Social media also can influence individuals to participate in the flexing through social influence and can encourage an individual to engage in flexing so they can be accepted or recognized by their social group.
Oh, yes, maybe I can add what has been mentioned. I believe that social media also contributes to the emotional impact and financial impact. Social media can affect a person's emotions regarding flexing. Social media users who frequently view flexing contents may feel jealous, envious, or dissatisfied with their own life if they feel inferior or not up to par with what other users display. This could trigger a desire to engage in flexing behavior to boost self-esteem or feel better about themselves. And from the financial impact perspective, we know that it takes lots of financial resources to engage in flexing behavior. It might affect some social media users as they may feel compelled to spend money on luxury items, take lavish vacations, or attend expensive events just for the purpose of showing off on social media. This could result in overspending or even poor finances if one is caught up in an expensive flexing cultures.
Okay. And Pak Irwan, you have mentioned several social media platforms earlier, such as Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Do you think all types of the social media platforms contribute the same impact on the flexing behavior?
Okay, I think the platform that mostly have impact on flexing is Instagram, because it feature image and video as well as story and reels that allow users to show off their lifestyle and position in an attractive format. However, again, it is important not to go too overboard and consider the effect it may have on self-image and the perception of others.
Okay, it's interesting, but we know that TikTok is quite popular nowadays. Why TikTok is not suitable for social media platform for flexing, in your opinion?
Okay, well, actually, people who wants to do flexing can also use TikTok as their platform to show off. But if we take a look on TikTok itself, the social media tends to focus on creative, entertaining, short video content, emphasizing viral content, challenges, dancing, creative expression rather than showing cash material aspect and luxury. In addition, the culture and norms on TikTok also tend to be more relaxed and community-based, yeah, where users tend to enjoy authentic creativity, entertaining content more than content that overlie flaunt wealth or social status.
Okay. I believe this flexing behavior have their impact on the netizens. How do you think the flexing affects netizen in Indonesia, in your opinion, Bapak-Bapak?
The practice of flexing or flaunting wealth or social status on social media can have a variety of influences on netizens in Indonesia, both positively and negatively. It may increase social inequality when people excessively flaunt their wealth or social status on social media. It can increase the social divide among Indonesian netizens. This is because flexing tends to highlight differences in economy, means, and access to luxury lifestyle or expensive items, which can reinforce the separation between the wealthy and the less well-off. The flexing that takes place on social media can affect the self-perception of Indonesian netizens. When they see others flaunting their wealth or luxury lifestyle, this may create feelings of dissatisfaction, lack of confidence, or inferiority due to social comparison. Netizens may feel pressure to showcase their perfect image and luxury on social media, even if it does not reflect their actual life condition. Flexing also may encourage excessive consumerism, where netizens in Indonesia feel compelled to buy expensive items or adopt a luxurious lifestyle just to show off on social media. This can lead to unwise spending, increased overconsumption, and neglect more important values such as frugality and investment or donating.
Okay, you mentioned about distorted self-perception, about excessive consumerism, but I think that's all the negative impact. But do you think that there are positive consequences of flexing for the people in Indonesia?
Sure, yes. I always thinking of the double-edged sword. There is also a positive impact of flexing phenomenon to the society. For example, flexing posts on social media platforms can provide inspiration and motivation. As others see the showcase achievements or accomplishments, it can be a source of inspiration and motivation for others. Seeing others' success in a particular field can encourage others to follow in their footsteps, work hard, and achieve similar milestones. Flexing posts related to a particular product or service can help introduce that product or service to the public. By showing off the use or benefit of the product or service, flexing can be an effective form of promotion or advertising. For some individuals, flexing can boost their confidence. By showing off their achievements or accomplishments, they feel recognized or appreciated by others, which can boost their self-confidence. Flexing can also become a topic of conversation or discussion between social media users, which can increase social interaction and help strengthen social relationships.
Okay, so flexing have their negative impact and their positive impact as well, in your opinion, right? Pak Joseph, since you are from South Korea, maybe you can update us some of the flexing phenomenon in South Korea right now. Maybe you catch up about this phenomenon.
Yeah, let me think. An overview of flexing trends in South Korea, a country with a thriving entertainment industry, especially in terms of K-pop and K-dramas, which have a huge influence on popular culture inside and outside South Korea. South Korea celebrities, including K-pop idols and K-drama actors, actresses, often have large following on social media and also are known for their lavish lifestyle. Therefore, flexing in the form of showing off luxury items such as clothes, accessories, and vehicles is often a trend among celebrity fans or followers in South Korea. In addition, South Korea is also known as a country with a strong culture of consumerism, where luxury brands and goods often symbolize social status and prestige. Therefore, flexing in the form of showing off luxury products such as clothes, bags, shoes, and cosmetics can also become a trend among netizens or the general public in South Korea.
I see. Okay. Why do you think that those people need to showing off their wealth, Pak? What is the reason for that? Is it only to compete with others, recognition from others, or maybe some other reasons? What is your opinion on that? Maybe we can start with Pak Irwan. What is your opinion on that, Pak?
Yes, I believe there are several reasons for people doing flexing. The background for flexing behavior can vary depending on individual and the context. However, some possible factors that may contribute to this behavior include: 1. Social status. For some people, flexing is the way to display their status social and assertion dominance over others. This can be particularly true in competitive environment or situation where social hierarchy are important. 2. Insecurity. In some cases, flexing may be driven by flexing of insecurity or a need for validation. By showing cash, their achievement or position, individual may be seeking recognition or approval from others.
Okay, maybe Pak Joseph, you
yeah.
want to add?
In addition to what Pak Irwan had mentioned, I also think there is a cultural aspect on this behavior. It may be in many cultures, there is a strong emphasis on material success and trappings of wealth, which can contribute to a culture of flexing. Additionally, social media and other forms of media often promote or highlight reel of people's lives, which can create pressure to present a certain image of success and achievement. And also from the people itself, some people may be more prone to flexing behavior due to personality traits such as narcissism, a need for attention, or a desire for power and control.
Okay, so you guys do think that this flexing behavior might be related to the psychological aspects. Can we elaborate a little bit more on that? What does psychology have to do with flexing behavior?
Yes, sure. In my opinion, some people may feel they need to consistently flaunt wealth or social status to maintain a positive self-image or to overcome internal insecurity. This can be a sign of mental health issue such as anxiety disorder or personal disorder. However, it is important to note that flexing is not something that is definitely related to psychological or mental health issue. Some people may flaunt wealth or social status in healthy and positive way. For example, as way to motivate themselves or to build a positive self-image.
Do you think people who do flexing have mental disorders?
In some cases, extreme or repetitive flexing can be an indicator of a mental disorder, such as narcissistic personality disorder, where a person has an excessive need for recognition or attention from others, or impulse control disorder, where a person has difficulty the controlling the urge to show off themselves. However, simply flexing is generally not enough to make a diagnosis of a mental disorder, and a comprehensive professional assessment is required to make an accurate diagnosis. It is important to remember that not everyone who flexes has a mental disorder, and an act can be cultural, environmental, or situational without any underlying mental issues.
What do you think the threat of flexing to the next generation, Pak, in general?
Flexing can have potential threats to the next generation, especially in the context of social media use and an increasingly sophisticated consumerist culture. Some possible threats include distorted self-perception. The next generations exposed to flexing on social media may lead to distorted self-perceptions. Seeing numerous posts about other people's luxury, achievements, or glamorous lifestyle may influence the next generation to compare themselves to unrealistic standards and result in feelings of inferiority, dissatisfaction, or social anxiety. Another one, a focus on material possession and overconsumptions. Flexing often focuses on showing off possessions or material achievements, and this can be influenced the next generation to explore the value of possessions and excessive consumption as a measure of success or happiness. This can result in the next generation being trapped in an unsustainable cycle of consumerism, feeling compelled to follow consumption trends and neglecting more meaningful values in life. And another one, mental and emotional unhealth. Excessive or constant flexing can have a negative impact on the mental and emotional health of the next generation. The pressure to show off success or have the perfect lifestyle can lead to stress, anxiety, or depression. Also, constantly comparing others to others in the context of flexing can increase the risk of mental disorders such as social anxiety disorder or body image disorder. And also, I want to mention lack of appreciation for actual achievement. Flexing can obscure the appreciation of true achievement, such as hard work, dedication, or intrinsic values like honesty, empathy, and integrity. The next generation may tend to overlook actual achievement and prioritize the achievement seen on social media or in flexing, which may interfere with healthy personal development and the quality of meaningful social relationships. And I want to mention perpetuation of the flexing cycle. Flexing can become perpetuating the cycle where the next generation is encouraged to continue to showcase themselves in an attempt to gain recognition or attention from others. This can create a highly competitive and adversarial social environment where flexing becomes the norm and increases the social pressure to maintain a perfect image. Therefore, it is important for the next generation to have a healthy understanding of flexing, developing a realistic self-perception.
Okay, thank you so much, Pak Joseph, for the your quite comprehensive explanation before. So, do you think that there is long-term adverse effects of flexing from a psychological aspects? Maybe Pak Irwan?
Okay, some of long-term adverse effect of flexing from psychological aspect include first, anxiety and social pressure. Second is dissatisfaction. Third, reliance on external validation. Fourth, lack of privacy. Fifth, finances.
The case of Indra Kans, does it include as flexing case, flexing behavior?
Correct. The case of Indra Kans is an example of flexing being used for other purposes to get business benefits in the long term. This topic is interesting from another perspective for us to discuss, because behind the negative side of flexing, there is a positive side of flexing.
Yeah, like we discussed earlier, there is negative impact and also positive impact, right? Other than flexing, the term that we also heard recently is FOMO, which stands for fear of missing out. What is your opinion on this? Do you think that flexing also related to FOMO, or maybe flexing behavior or culture also gets worse due to the FOMO things? What do you think, Pak?
Flexing and FOMO, fear of missing out, are two concepts that can be related in the context of social media use, the tendency to compare oneself to others. Flexing, as explained earlier, is act of showing off or boasting about position, achievement, or social status to others, especially through social media. FOMO, on the other hand, is the fear of anxiety that we will miss out on positive experience or interesting activities done by others. These two concepts can be related because flexing is often done on social media and can trigger FOMO in others who see it. Therefore, BWIS in dealing with the social media recognize the potential for flexing and FOMO and learn to deal with it in a healthy and truthful way.
Okay, interesting point of view. And talking about these flexing things, do you think that people can use flexing as their tools for personal branding, Pak? Is there any connection between flexing and personal branding?
My answer is yes. There is a relationship between flexing and personal branding in the context of social media use. Both related to the way a person presents themselves to others, especially through social media, although they have quite significantly differences in purpose and approach. Flexing, as explained earlier, is an act of showing off or boasting about possessions, achievements, or social status to others. The aim is often to demonstrate superiority or self-importance to others, and can include showing off luxury items, academic or work achievement, or a glamorous lifestyle on social media. Meanwhile, personal branding is a concept that involves a person's effort to build a desirable image or reputation about themselves. Personal branding involves determining and communicating elements of personal identity, such as values, personality, skill, and achievement to others. The goal is to influence the way others perceive us and build a strong, cohesive, and positive image of ourselves. In the context of social media use, one can use flexing as part of their personal branding strategy. For example, one can showcase achievement or activities that are relevant to the person image they want to build to reinforce and introduce their personal identity to others. However, it is important to note that the use of flexing in personal branding should be done authentically, honestly, and in a balanced manner to ensure that the image built is an accurate and consistent reflecting of ourselves. However, keep in mind that excessive or over the top flexing on social media can also be detrimental to our personal branding image, especially if it comes across as inauthentic, show off, or inconsistent with the value or personality we want to highlight. Therefore, it is important to consider wisely how we use flexing and personal branding in our use of social media. At the same time, ensure that they are in line with the image we want to build about ourselves.
Yeah. So, do you think flexing has an impact to the company as well? Like, what is the impact of flexing for the company?
Okay, some of the possible impact to the company of employees or company representative engaging in the flexing include company reputation. Employee or company representative who engage in unethical or controversial flexing can reflect poorly on company reputation. Second, brand uniformity. Flexing that inconsistent with the company value and brand image can lead to poor brand uniformity. Third, information leakage. Engaging in flexing on social media may reveal internal information or company secret that should not be shared with public. Next, employee brand management. Employee who engage in flexing may need to be careful managed by the company to ensure consistency with company policy and desired brand image. Next, impact on company culture. Employees or company representative engaging in controversial or unethical flexing can affect company culture.
Okay. On the other side, do you think flexing can create a business for the company, Pak?
Directly flexing as an act of showing off or boasting of possession, achievement, or social status will not directly create a business for the company. Flexing can only be part of a marketing or personal branding strategy, but it cannot directly create business for the company. However, if uses judicially and in the right context, flexing can help strengthen brand image, increase company exposures, and build relationships with potential consumers. For example, a company may use flexing as part of a marketing or promotional campaigns to grab consumers' attention, remind them of the product or services on offer, or build buzz on social media. Flexing can also be used as part of personal branding strategy of company employees, especially sales people or marketers. I think in this case, subtle flexing can help raise a salesperson's personal profile and image, and strengthen credibility, and build better business relationship with customers and potential customers. However, keep in mind that the use of flexing in business must be done thoughtfully, authentically, and in accordance with good business ethics, presenting accurate information, avoiding excessive showing off, and paying attention to the company's values and image are important in incorporating flexing in a marketing or personal branding strategy to achieve positive result for the business.
Okay. How do you think we can use flexing to create business for companies by building a salesperson's personal branding, Pak?
Okay, flexing can be used as part of salesperson personal branding strategy to build business for the company. However, it is important to remember that this approach must be done truthfully, authentically, and in accordance with good business ethics. To be able doing that, we may need to take into consideration few things such as using achievement or accomplishment wisely. A salesperson can use relevant accomplishment or achievement such as outstanding sales, achievement or awards received as part of their personal branding strategy. Demonstrate an authentic personality. Apart from listing achievement or accomplishment, a salesperson can also use personal branding to showcase an authentic personality. Next, share value content. A salesperson can use personal branding to share content that is valuable to their target audience, such as sales tips, industry information, or market insight. Using social media as strategically. Social media is tools that salespeople can use to build personal branding and incorporate flexing in their marketing strategy. Next, pay attention to business ethics. It is important to remember that in use flexing in personal branding, a salesperson should keep good business ethics in mind. It is important to remember that a salesperson personal branding should always be consistent with a value company, mission, and image. In creating business for the company through salesperson personal branding, the focus should remaining on delivering value to customer and building business relationship.
Okay. Such an interesting point of view, Bapak-Bapak. And maybe last questions for me to wrap up our interesting discussion today. Do you want to give a perspective on how to avoid to engage in flexing?
Okay, here are some steps that can be taken to avoid falling into the flexing behavior patterns. Good self-awareness. It is important to develop good self-awareness about the motivation and intention behind what is posted on social media. Ask yourself why you want to show off something, whether it is truly of value or whether it is just to gain recognition or attention from others. The second one, healthy values. Focus on healthy intrinsic values in life, such as integrity, empathy, honesty, and meaningful relationship. Avoid measuring success or happiness based on material possessions or consumption alone. The third one, personal boundaries. Set personal boundaries on what you share on social media. There is no need to show off every aspect of your life or every achievement. Learn to maintain privacy and respect yourself and your personal life. The next one, be honest and authentic. Be honest and authentic in what you share on social media. Avoid creating a false image or blasting something that is not true to reality. The next one, appreciate true achievement. Switch it to appreciating actual achievement in life, such as hard work, dedication, experience, or skill, rather than just seeking external recognition from others. The next one, maybe maintain mental health. Take care of your mental health by avoiding excessive social comparison, managing your social media time, and focusing on the things that really matter in your life outside of the virtual world. Next one, avoid comparing yourself. Avoid comparing yourself to others on social media. Remember that everyone has their own journey in life, and there is no need to compare your achievement or lifestyle with others. Next one, maybe appreciate diversity. Appreciate the diversity in achievement, interest, and preference of others on social media. Avoid feeling like you have to follow trends or societal expectation, and focus on being your true self. And another one, by taking this step, you can avoid falling into a pattern of flexing behavior and develop a healthy relationship with social media and more authentic and sustainable self-esteem.
Wow, such an interesting point of view.
Mhm.
Thank you very much, Pak Irwan and Pak Joseph. We had
you.
a very interesting discussions. Okay. To wrap up our discussion today, please allow me to deliver some key points from our today's discussion. The first one, flexing is the act of showcasing one's wealth or also accomplishment, while flexing might be existing from before, but social media era made it get public attention lately. Second, one might do flexing due to several factors such as insecurity, the need to display their social status to be recognized or to be respected by others, or simply maybe just because their personality traits. The third one, flexing behavior may put several negative consequences, but also there have some positive consequences as well. Considering all the negative and positive consequences, hence we as social media users need to do some self-controls and considerations to not trap into the flexing culture. Like Pak Joseph mentioned, like building a good self-awareness, avoid comparing ourselves to others, appreciate diversity, and also be authentic in what we share on social media. That's a wrap from our discussions today. Once again, I would like to thank you, Pak Irwan and Pak Joseph, for sharing many things in our topics today. And all of us wishing that our conversation can bring positive benefits to the growing of Indonesian citizens. And lastly, we also would like to remind our viewers, if you or your relative, friends happen to looking for undergraduate and postgraduate educations, you may need to take IPMI International Business School in your consideration. Thank you and have a good day.